Celebrity Jeopardy! Please welcome our...
This is Arthur Lather. He is the author and co-author of many books and newspaper articles, including Supply Side Economics, Final Decision Making for the 80s. Lather is a policy co-chairman of the Free Enterprise Fund and serves on the Board of Scholars of the American Legislative Exchange Council. Next, we have Adam Smith. Although known for his book, The Theory of Moral Sentiments, Smith also wrote an inquiry into the nature and the causes of the wealth of nations, which is considered the first modern work of economics. He is known as the father of modern economics. And lastly, here joining us is John Maynard Keynes. Keynes is regarded as one of the founding fathers of modern-day macroeconomic theory, and his views on economic theory had developed into a subset of economic theory called Keynesian economics. Janet Louise Yellen is an American economist. She is the chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, previously serving as the vice chair from 2010 to 2014.
Vince, you get to make the first selection in the first round, so let's find out what the categories are. We start off with no more half measures. Next, smash Broadway musicals. The middle, your basic American history. Easy, those two letters coming up in each correct response. Sunday morning. Vince, off you go.
I got to start with no more half measures for 200, Alex.
Describe the graph shown in the previous image.
8 feet. Neil.
What is known as the Laffer curve. The Laffer curve was invented by me. A simplified view of the theory is that tax revenues will be zero if tax rates were either 0% or 100%, and somewhere in between 0% and 100% is a tax rate which maximizes total revenue. My postulate was that the tax rate that maximizes revenue was at a much lower level than previously believed.
Answer there. The Daily Double, and we're finding it early. And although you have 600, you can risk up to $1,000, Neil.
Let's risk $1,000.
Okay, here is the clue.
What is Keynesian economics? Keynesian economics is an economic theory of total spending in the economy and its effect on output and inflation. The term Keynesian economics was used to refer to the concept that optimal economic performance could be achieved and economic slumps prevented by influencing aggregate demand through activist stabilization and economic intervention policies by the government. Keynesian economics is considered to be a demand-side theory that focuses on changes in the economic over in the short run.
Easy for 200.
Adam Smith's beliefs.
He was famous for his ideas about the efficiency of the division of labor and the societal benefits of individuals pursue their own self-interest.
I
think it is now time to tell you about myself. Previously, I was the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, Chair of the White House Council of Economic Advisors under President Bill Clinton, and Professor at the University of California, Berkeley. On January 6, 2014, the United States Senate confirmed my nomination to be Chair of the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. I was sworn in on February 3, 2014, making me the first woman to hold the position.
You're in command of the board, which means you get to make the next selection of a clue.
Let's go with like Sunday morning for 200.
Who was quotes for saying, "It is not for the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from their regard to their own self-interest." Who is Adam Smith?
You know more about me than I thought you knew. Done your research.
Well, you know what I always say, sound money is a sine qua non of a prosperous society.
Congratulations to all three of you. Well done. We'll say goodbye. See you next time.
Tomorrow on Celebrity...